What's the problem,
How
officer?
you doing, Miss Saffold?
Yes, sir. What's the problem?
Officer McAllister with the police department. The reason I stopped you is your license has been canceled.
Really?
Yes,
How do you know that?
Because I ran it whenever I saw you pass me just a minute ago.
Is that so?
It is. You have your driver's license on you?
Let me ask you something.
Do you have your driver's license on you?
I'm gonna ask you something because I know
you
you're
have
lying.
your-
First
do
of
you have
all,
your
this is a
driver's
form of racial profiling and harassment by the DPD because I've been filming you all and putting you on Facebook.
Do you have your driver's license on you?
Are you familiar with racial profiling?
I'm very familiar with racial profiling. I know what it is.
Well, if
That's
you-
not what this is.
well,
What this
why
is
would you stop me
what
then?
this is you don't have a license. Your license is not valid.
Did you notice me in the process of committing any crime, violating any traffic laws?
You were driving without a license.
And you know that because you just rode past me on the corner about 2 blocks ago. It takes you long enough to access my information. How did you run my information without having my DOB and my social?
Do you have
my DOB and social?
Do you have your license?
Of course I do.
Okay, I need to see it, please.
If you give me some justification for why you stopped me.
I need to see your license, please.
No, you do not.
Okay.
Because you're lying, first of all.
Here's the deal, okay? Under state law, anytime that you were stopped and a police officer orders you to give us your driver's license, you're required to do that.
Under state law, you're not allowed to use that let system arbitrarily. You're not allowed to run my information without some proper cause. And what is your proper cause for
Mr.
running it?
Saffold, I'm only going to ask you one more time to give me your license. Let's
I
not
don't
turn
care if
this
you
into
ask me
something-
30
let's not
times.
turn
I have driver's license and you don't have no reason to stop
Let's not
me.
turn this into something that doesn't have to be.
If I'm turning into what it is, it's a racial profiling, and that's why I'm recording you. And I'm gonna ask you to get your supervisor out here because I know you're lying.
Supervisor right there.
Okay, fine. Have him come out here. Then. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get to the bottom of this right here.
Okay, let's get to the bottom of it. Your license has been canceled.
So you say.
Okay.
But I say otherwise. You didn't run my license. You lying. You didn't run my license, Officer
Did run your
McAllister.
license.
No, you did not.
I've got it pulled up if you'd like to see
Okay.
it.
Well,
Check
we'll see about that.
1027 starting Bravo Mike Kevin Sample.
And this is what I've been reporting on right here on Facebook and other viewers on social media, especially on YouTube. I want you all to tune in and see just how the law enforcement here in Dothan is conducting, how taxpayer money is being spent. Because I have recorded these people and I have exposed them, they have continued to harass me on every corner.
Who wants to talk to my supervisor? You're it right now.
Yes, sir. Your request supervisor?
I am. You are?
Connor.
You Corporal Connor. Now this officer, I asked him what was the proper cause for him to initiate this traffic stop. He lied to me. The same reason I was stopped several days ago when I videotaped you as well as Officer Beatty for the same type of activity when I was riding through Johnson home and was stopped for no apparent reason.
I was the acting supervisor on scene that day, yes.
Okay, good. Now I want you to instruct him to ask him what was his purpose for stopping me and what traffic laws am I suspected of violating. Ask him that.
He explained that to you, sir.
He did not explain that to me because I have not been cited for any violation. He does not. He don't have me
Cited
suspicious
for
of.
3 violations that day.
Well, I'm talking about this. That's a whole new day. This is September 7th, 2017. It's a whole new day.
What did he say?
Ask him. Ask him. He may tell you the truth, but he told me a lie.
Okay, well, I don't think I'm going to change your opinion here by asking him, so...
So I'm saying to you, what is the proper cause for him stopping me and asking me for anything? What is the proper cause? Can you ask him that? Because you don't know. You just pulled up.
Whatever he told you.
And that's a lie. So I'm asking you, what is the proper cause?
Whatever he told you.
So what's the purpose? Bring your supervisor out here because apparently you don't seem to be correcting his behavior. You in cahoots with his behavior. You have
Maybe
an
I
axe to
don't
grind.
disagree
You have an
with
axe to
you.
grind because I've exposed you here on YouTube and Facebook also as being tantamount to a killer. You just almost assassinated a man 5 or 6 years ago. You still on the
killed
force.
anybody.
Where you shot Abraham Howard several times, unarmed man in the vehicle.
So you want to speak to me or not?
I want to speak to your supervisor because you're not resolving the issue.
The other one's en route.
Please do.
In the meantime, you need to get your license, proof of insurance.
I'm looking for it, but I'm going to ask him.
You're not looking for it.
Well, I'm looking for it. If you,
No, you're not.
I'm in the process of looking for
No,
it.
you're not.
But I can give you information if you need it.
Well, provide it to this officer.
Okay, well, I'm waiting till your supervisor to get here.
Okay. Well, you still going to refuse to give me your license?
I'm not refusing to give you anything. I'm looking for it.
You still haven't given it to me.
Because you still hadn't told me the truth about why you
I
stopped
told
me.
you the truth more than once. You don't want to hear the truth. You want to make up your version of the truth.
This ain't no version. I'm not making up anything. I'm citing exactly what you're doing.
You make up your version of the truth if you want to. That's fine. But the truth
Okay.
is your license is canceled.
According to you. I say otherwise. And I'm going to prove to you otherwise when your supervisor gets here. And I'm going to prove that you're lying because you didn't run them.
Okay.
How long did it take to get license, matter of fact? How long did it take to go get them? You don't know?
My license has always been current since I've been
Okay.
16. I've never lost it.
Okay.
For driving suspended and driving.
Well, you need to be doing something else,
I've never
driving a
had
garbage
my-
truck. 'Cause
I've
you don't need
never
to be an
had my
officer.
vehicle towed for
You don't
driving.
have the integrity it take to be a police officer. You need to be driving a garbage truck somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're not a police officer. You're a racist skinhead, and you along with the rest of your crew. That's what you are. You're a racist skinhead and you're a liar and you're deceptive. You're deceptive. You don't have the integrity to wear that badge. I'm gonna make sure that this complaint go formal right here and it's gonna go viral.
I'll
make sure
I'll give you all the information you need to.
I got enough information. What's your badge number, by the way?
1138.
1138? Okay,
You
fine.
want my card? I got a card.
Yeah, give me your card. Cause I'm gonna file a complaint on you as soon as I leave this stop. This is Officer Blake McAllister. Badge number 1138.
2 C's and 2 L's. Make sure that you spell it right.
Okay, I'll make sure I spell it right. I'm gonna attach your card as an addendum to my complaint.
That'd be great.
So people have a tendency to think I make this stuff up against these people, but I don't make this stuff up. These people ride around and harass and attempt to intimidate. Now, I've already placed copies of everything on Facebook and other forms of social media just to let people know this is what we can expect from these people on a daily basis. It's just not Kevin Suffolk they're harassing. It's any black male. This is what happens in Dothan on a daily basis. Now you got viewers on here that say, man, why don't you just give them your license? Well, sometimes you have to take these things to the next level in order to get some real understanding and some real truth out of these people, because the truth from them don't even exist. Now I was just spotted a couple blocks up the street, and because of the incident that took place on Saturday, September 3rd, 2017 here in Dothan, I was stopped by an officer in Beatty along with this same Corporal Connor and cited for not having a driver license, not having insurance, not having a proper tag, and for not producing a felon registration card, which is required in the state of Alabama. Now, I was released and allowed to go on about my business after receiving 3 violations and a warning ticket about the mutilated altered tag. And also, in order for him to determine or ascertain that my tag was not valid, he had to run my tag in. Now, a lot of people say, okay, well, all they had to do is look at your tag. No, they couldn't just look at that tag. The tag had a September decal on it, and there was no way to look at that tag and tell it was not current.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You the supervisor on duty?
Yes, sir. One of them.
Excuse me. You a sergeant?
Yes, sir.
All right, sergeant. Now, I asked the officer, he stopped me and said that he wanted to run my license or whatever, wanted to give him my license. I asked him what was the proper cause for initiating this stop. And I told, listen, let me just say what I'm saying first.
Your license showing in the state system is canceled.
Okay, well, you want to hear me out, and then I don't mind providing information to you, but I know he's lying, okay? And so if you come up here and automatically assume that he's telling the truth, then I'm gonna dispel that truth if you just listen to me.
Okay.
I asked him why did he stop me to begin with? I felt like he was abusing the police power. First of all, if he ran my license, which he said he did, which I know he didn't, how would you run my license without having my DOB and social? He ride around with it in his car with him?
Because you're well known in the city. You're also well known for driving without a driver's license.
And I'm also well known for filming the police and exposing the corruption and racial profiling, which is what I'm doing today. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, I have a valid driver's license, and I will show you this valid driver's license. But I'm saying, is it proper for him to just run my information randomly?
Yes, if he has reasonable suspicion that you don't have a driver's license.
And where would that reasonable suspicion come from?
Which the state is showing on our system that it's canceled.
Okay,
and when they ran it through NCI.
Did you run it? Did you run it yourself and know this?
Yeah.
You did run it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to show you, if you allow me, I'm going to show you something to dispel that notion, because I know that if you ran it, if I got a valid driver's license and I got the reinstatement letter here to show you that my license is valid, that's my driver's license right there.
The state hasn't.
Apparently
hasn't updated that.
Apparently,
that's what we have to go by.
Okay, well, what you should go by is the people around here committing crimes, breaking laws and shooting and killing people and putting guns to babies' head. That should be the crime that you are pursuing instead of chasing Kevin Suffolk down because you don't like him. Because I speak badly. I know that you haven't, but I'm saying this officer has stopped me on numerous occasions. Okay. It don't take but 30 minutes to go to the DMV and get some driver's license.
Okay.
So what he going on is based on what his buddy told him. I don't have a driver's license. He spotted me 2 blocks away. It takes longer than that to make a phone call home.
It's showing on the computer that your license is
canceled. Takes longer than that to make a phone call home, man. I know how long he was behind me.
I'm just telling you because I saw it.
Well, I'm gonna file a complaint against him. It shows his video will show him turning the block at that last traffic light. He turned around and followed me to this spot. It takes longer than that.
Do you know how to file a complaint?
Of course I do.
Okay.
And I got plenty of them on my computer.
And you're well within your right to do that.
Okay. All right.
I would suggest contacting the state and ask them to update your DMV record. Okay.
Well, see, I don't have to do that because I got the reinstatement letter in my possession. I got my driver's license in my possession. I got my insurance in my possession, and that's a valid tag. So there was no reason for him to stop me.
We don't know that. We have to go by what state of Alabama. When we run you on the program that we have called MOVE, we go by that.
Okay.
And then dispatch does a a check on the primary database through NCIC, which updates more currently than Move. We don't have access to that. What we run is through Move. It's Alabama Mobile Officer Virtual Environment is what it's called.
And I'm sure it takes more than 30 seconds to come back. I've been stopped by the police 75 to 100 times. I know it takes more than 5 seconds for it to come back. He followed me from that traffic light, which is 2 blocks away, to this point right here. He didn't have time to get dispatch on the phone and to check all this move.
Dispatch doesn't check that. We check it in the car, sir.
Okay, well, I doubt he had time to type my name in and get a response back that fast. But if he did, it's still a form of racial profiling because he spotted me knowing this is the truck that I drive and seen Kevin South on the side he wanted to stop him.
It's not racial profiling.
Okay, well, what is it then? Is it, you call that good policing?
Stop.
It's a traffic stop.
Yes, sir.
It ain't no random traffic stop because he know who I am, so it's not random.
Okay, but it's not racial.
Okay, I call it racial because I've called him out several times, and you don't ride behind white men and stop them, so I call it racial because you don't do this anywhere else.
Do you think that we never stop white people, sir?
I see you stop white people, but you don't ride behind them 3 blocks and see who they are and decide to want to stop them. I'm around this town filming every day, all day, and you know that, and everybody else knows that. So if don't nobody else know, I know. I'm on the scene on every scene. Every time I see the lights come on.
Not on the scene on every scene.
Well, everyone I can get to, and especially where it concerns Corporal Connor and Officer Beatty and this Officer McAllister. Where it concerns them, I make my business to be on the scene because I know what they do.
Well, you're not on every scene that they're on. I know that for a fact.
Well, I try my best to be. I don't mean literally on every scene.
And you're welcome to.
Yeah, well, this is going to be exposed. The last video I put on there, some members of DPD apparently had it removed, but this one won't be removed. This one's going to be on YouTube, Facebook, and other social media.
We're all filming too.
Okay, good.
And we don't edit our videos.
I don't edit mine.
All right.
I don't edit mine.
As far as I'm concerned, you're free to go, okay?
Okay, well, now why am I free to go and you didn't just run them? I don't understand now. It don't make sense to me. It's adding up to me.
Because I already ran it.
You say you ran it.
Yes.
You say you ran it in what?
I ran it on Move.
And what happened?
He ran it on dispatch.
And so what happened when you ran it?
When I ran it, it showed up canceled. When he ran it through dispatch checked it through NCIC and it comes back current.
Oh, okay. So
that's
basically he stopped me for nothing then. So he stopped me for
That's a
nothing.
discrepancy with the state of Alabama. We have no control over that.
Now ain't nobody gonna believe this. You just told me I need to contact the state and get them to update it, but he just contacted somebody and it says current.
Yes.
So basically it's a blooper. So basically he owed me an apology for stopping me and harassing me in public.
No,
basically.
sir.
He don't owe me an apology. Huh?
It's a good faith stop.
A good faith stop.
Yes,
what you
sir.
call it? Okay. Y'all have a good day then on y'all good faith.
Have a good day.
Yeah.
When the supervisor showed up, the story changed right away. What was said at first didn't match anymore, and the reason for the stop became unclear. No one gave a straight answer, and no one took responsibility. Instead, they just let him go and acted like it was nothing. Once someone starts asking the right questions and doesn't just go along, weak stops like this don't hold up. If you think the police handled this situation incorrectly, comment the number 5.
What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number? I'm just filming, just like what I'm doing. Oh, we got interaction, y'all. What's your name and badge number?
Answer my question.
Is it illegal?
When you got a business right here, security business,
Is that a misdemeanor felony?
I'm asking you a question. What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm filming.
Oh, what are you filming? What's your reason behind it?
I'm an independent journalist. That's what I'm doing.
Well, can you get that out of my face for a moment?
No.
I can't see your face. I want to know
No.
who I'm talking to.
I don't know your intention. I don't know if you're gonna shoot me. But this is my
I'm
only
not
protection.
shooting you. I'm
Well,
here to
there's-
ask you a question. What's your name?
I can't say that. I'm not gonna reveal that. I'm an independent journalist gathering content.
Moving on.
It's not illegal to be on the public sidewalk.
Move on because they don't want you filming their building.
Well,
Okay.
well, my First
They have
Amendment right
security
gives me
measures.
right to.
I don't understand. Listen to me.
Don't.
They have people unloading property in there, and that's suspicious to them.
Is that a
okay?
misdemeanor felony?
So you need to start
Is that a
moving
misdemeanor?
along.
No,
You've
ma'am, I'm
already
not.
Stood by here.
No, ma'am, I'm not leaving because my First Amendment right gives me a permission to film out in public. I'm an independent journalist gathering
You're not
content.
gonna film a property where they have security measures going on.
Well, if they don't
You
want me to
understand?
see what's going on, they should
have
put up a
items
wall.
going in from a truck in there.
Well,
That's-
unless it's illegal that I'm doing, then I'm gonna keep on doing what I gotta
keep
do.
walking.
I'm gonna keep doing what I'm
Keep
doing.
walking.
No, ma'am, I'm not. It's not illegal.
All right, cut your phone off and talk
No, I'm
to
not.
me. What's your name?
I'm not gonna reveal that.
What's
Because
your
my
name?
First Amendment right gives me a right to film out in public.
Not when you're standing here for 15 minutes.
I was
filming
not
in
here
one
for
spot.
15. I was not here for 15 minutes. I only been filming for 13 minutes,
Okay.
and
That's
it has
almost
not been in
15
one
minutes.
spot.
He's performing his First Amendment rights, and he's filming the building when I got here.
That's right. It's not illegal. It's not a misdemeanor felony. You still haven't told me what law I've been breaking. Unless y'all can tell me what law I'm breaking, then I'm gonna keep
I'm
on
asking
filming.
you just to move along.
No,
You're
ma'am.
making them nervous. You understand?
And
that?
you're making me nervous with that gun. I don't know y'all's intentions. You know,
I just told you I
there's more
wouldn't-
cops.
Don't argue with him. He's one of those persons.
I know.
Well, sir, if we have any more complaints on you, we'll be back. Simple as that.
Okay. As long as y'all don't illegally detain me or arrest me, we'll be all right. If y'all do, I will press charges, and I'm gonna call a lawyer. And what's your name and badge number, ma'am? It's your policy, all right? 557 and 499. All right. I'm writing y'all up too. 449. I will be writing them up.
In this situation, instead of pointing to any specific law that was violated, the officer relied on vague concerns and began issuing directives without clear authority in a public space. Cajun Bayou Vlogs stood firm, asserted his rights, and asked a simple question: what law was actually broken? And of course, she couldn't answer. This reflects a flawed approach that's too often based on perception or discomfort, risking overreach and ultimately undermining public trust.
Buddy, come on out.
What do you need?
Come on out.
If you need me to, yeah, but if you need me to leave, I doesn't mean for me to come out. I just leave.
No. Come on out for a second.
Is that a lawful order?
Yeah, but come on out. You're behind that abandoned building parked out back here. Come on.
Yeah, because that's the only reason I'm here. So it's a lawful order for me to come out. Okay.
How you doing, bud? What brings you out here, Bess?
Just driving through.
Just driving through? Okay. You have an ID on you?
Not on me.
You have an ID on you? No? Okay. What's your name and date of birth, Bess?
Do I need to give it?
Yeah, because if I'm going to let you drive out of here, I got to make sure you got a license so you can drive.
But what crime did I commit to give my license?
But here's the thing, you can't be here. This is an abandoned property. You can't stay here. So if I order you to drive away, I got to make sure you have a license so you can drive away.
So there's a law against like just being on a property or something like that. I can't
because
just.
this is private property,
Yes.
abandoned.
Well, I didn't know
it's
what's
it. We don't know. It's clearly there's nothing here, right?
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty clear there's nothing inside there, right? You got to see where I'm coming from. It's clear there's no one there.
Well, no, just I thought if like no one wants me to be here, they say leave, I leave. I thought it's like being trespassed or
Okay.
something.
But here's the thing: in order for you to move this, right, you're gonna
Yeah.
drive it. So
Okay.
For me to let you go and to drive legally in the state of Massachusetts,
Yes.
you need a license.
Correct. But do you suspect me of like not having a license or like?
Well, I can't let you drive without a license, so I need to make sure you have one.
But don't you have to suspect me of committing a crime before you take my license though?
We're not taking it.
I'm not
But
taking.
to ID me, I'm sorry.
But here's the thing: like I just said, you're in a private property. For me to let you go, you have to drive out of here. Therefore, I have to confirm that you have a license so I can let you drive out of here.
So,
Listen, hey,
ahead.
listen. You got no papers, you got no warrants, you got a valid license. You're gone. See you later.
Yeah.
No problem. I just gotta make sure you have a license. That's all.
I feel that I haven't done anything wrong to warrant checking my ID. To
Here's the thing.
Yes.
Buddy, you're not in trouble. Okay?
then why do you have to ID me?
Because listen, you're in it. I told you, private property, abandoned building, parked behind it. Okay? For me to let you go, I gotta make sure you have a license to drive this.
Correct. So the basis to check my ID is solely so I have the ability and the privilege to drive a motor vehicle on the roadways by validating I have a valid driver's license.
Yes,
So
that is correct.
so the point of conjecture of the building has nothing to play into that. You're stating that to let me drive this vehicle, you have to validate that I have a valid driver's license.
You can't be here because it's a private property. It's abandoned. You're parked behind it.
Okay.
For me to let you get out of here, you have to drive this thing, correct?
So in Massachusetts, I can't be in abandoned buildings. I can understand that it's a state thing I'm just not familiar with, but I just am not familiar with the law that states that for you to make sure that I have a valid driver's license to like leave somewhere, you have to check that first.
Because you can't drive in the state of Massachusetts without a license.
Sure.
It's an arrestable offense.
Sure, but do you have any reason to believe I don't have a valid driver's license?
I have to confirm that you have one.
Is that a law?
Yes, I have to confirm that you have a valid license to drive this right here.
I just don't feel like that's necessary to ID me to check a. Yeah, I just can't imagine. I feel like if you need me to leave, I can leave and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
but you can't drive without a license. That's what I'm trying to.
Yeah, but you have no reason to believe I don't have a license.
Show me your license.
Why?
Because you can't drive away in this without a license.
But you're. I just don't believe you that I have to present an ID to.
All right, let me
Dri-
ask you this. What state in all the 50 states
I can't
we
look
have
at him, sorry,
can you
'cause
drive a vehicle without a license?
I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I can't look your direction because of the lights.
Oh, okay. In what state in the entire United States can you drive without a license?
I'm not disputing that. What I'm saying is, what I'm questioning is your basis to check my ID to drive my vehicle. That's my basis. I understand.
No, you don't, I don't think you understand. Because what I'm telling you is, in order for you to drive a vehicle, you
Yes.
need a license.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we live in 2023. We can't just assume people's words saying, I have a driver's license. We just need to verify. Like my partner was saying, if you have a driver's license, you show it to us, we say, hey, Joe, what's your name? I'm sorry.
But it is 2023 where everyone has rights. I feel like if I have
We're not going into that. We're not violating rights. The law is we cannot let you drive this vehicle without a driver's license. Do you have a driver's license?
But so you pull everyone over and then check their driver's license?
Yes. But we didn't pull you over.
But don't you have to have like original, like, I mean, I don't, obviously I'm not a police officer, like, don't you need like probable cause to pull someone over or something like that? I see like.
I didn't pull you over. You're behind an abandoned building, sleeping in an RV.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be behind an abandoned building.
Okay, my apologies. I didn't know that. I'm not like trying to hide. I didn't park in the McDonald's because it's a business. It runs and stuff like that. I was just trying to stay out of the way or something like that. I'm not, but I feel like I'm a criminal being checked my ID and all this stuff. And because I'm sleeping. It's the middle of the night. You need me to go, I'm gone. But like you pulled me out. I can't even just sit here. So I'm just gonna remain silent and just y'all just let me know where we go from here. I don't know.
Like we're trying to tell you, you say you want to get gone, right? In order for us to let you get gone, we need to make sure you can legally drive this, and by doing that, we need an ID.
At this point, I would like to remain silent.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
So this is what I don't understand. Okay? We're telling you right now, buddy. You give us your name and date of birth. You have a valid driver's license. You have nothing on it. We're out of here. You can take this. You can go wherever you want. Okay? I'm telling you right now, you're not in trouble. So if you've got nothing to hide, you're not in trouble with us. You give me your name and date of birth. You see you have a valid license. We're out of here. That's it. Plain and simple. We're not giving you a hard time. Okay? I'm not sitting here trying to pick up anything. No. Listen. I want to make sure you have a valid license so I can drive off the property with this. That's it.
Okay. At this point, I would like to remain silent.
You're not under arrest.
Okay. So can I go back inside?
You can't. No, because you can't be here.
Okay.
This can't be here.
Okay. But you're not allowing me to leave with it or to move it.
Because I don't know if you I don't know if you can drive this.
Okay.
I don't know if you have a valid license. Oh, what part of that didn't you get on that?
I would like to remain silent.
I just, buddy, I don't know how much clearer I can be. You got a license? What's up, partner? obviously you're homeless, right? Living in a motorhome. So, in Massachusetts, if you don't have any right to be on the property, you're trespassing. Okay?
Okay.
You're parking on a building. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. The building's vacant. People commit crimes. We have the right to go talk to you. Hey, what's up? How you doing tonight? And it's nighttime, Massachusetts. Get out of the face off, all right? So you're trespassing.
Oh, so it's stop at ID state?
Yep.
Okay, I didn't realize
But the problem is you're trespassing because you don't have any right to be here, and there's no right as an invitee or licensee. You're not going to get any work done on your car here because there's no oil changes being done here. And it's 2 o'clock in the morning. It's one of the things.
Yeah.
We look at stuff like this.
Okay.
So if these guys didn't stop and talk to you, they'd be remiss in their duties.
Okay.
So, where are you from?
I apologize, but I'm at this point of the stop. I'm just not answering questions and just remaining silent.
All right. Is your truck registered?
I don't wish to answer any questions.
You don't wish to answer any questions, or your
No,
truck's
sir.
registered or not? Okay, so if your truck's unregistered, it's getting towed. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay, so let me see if your truck's registered.
Okay.
And you have insurance on it, right?
I don't wish to answer. At this point you're being.
So here's the deal.
Okay, I don't wish to answer any questions.
No, but here's the deal. You gotta prove your insurance. Yeah. So what, oh, you want to eat something? Oh.
So that's the regular cop, and that's the sergeant. This cop said I couldn't leave until I came outside, talked to him, and ID'd. I refused, so we had to call the sergeant. Oh, there's the third cop, who finally, after I said I wouldn't answer any questions, let me leave.
This situation shows a clear shift from a simple trespass issue to an unnecessary demand for identification. At first, the officer treated it as a private property matter, but instead of addressing it directly by asking the person to leave, it turned into a request for ID without any specific violation related to driving. The officer kept repeating the same justification for needing a driver's license, but never explained why there was any reasonable basis to believe the driver didn't have one. That's the issue. Authority was being exercised based on assumption. When questioned, the explanation didn't become clearer. It just kept looping. In the end, when the individual refused to comply without a valid legal reason, the entire approach weakened, and they were forced to let him leave. We produced this video to support public awareness of rights through clear educational information, and we do not encourage confrontation in any situation.
Cause I've been filming you on and putting you on Facebook.
Do you have driver's license on you?
Are you familiar with?
YouTube thinks you'll love the video on the screen. Click to watch now.
Your face. I want to know
No.
who I'm talking to.
I don't know your intention. I don't know if you're gonna shoot me.
Last but certainly not least, we extend our heartfelt thanks to the behind-the-scenes team who spent months making these videos possible.